Have you ever stopped to think about how your diet impacts your health and well-being, especially after turning 45? Sometimes, foods that have always been part of our routine can start causing discomfort or even harming our quality of life without us realizing it. Milk is one of those cases. It's often seen as an essential food from childhood, but for many people, it can turn into a troublemaker as the body changes over the years. Don't worry. We're not here to tell you that milk is off limits, but to have a conversation about its potential effects and how you can adjust your diet to feel your best. Many people wonder, is milk still good for me? Could those joint aches, bloating, or even skin issues be linked to dairy consumption? Let's explore this together in a simple and practical way. After all, understanding what your body needs and making mindful choices is the key to living a healthier, more active life. Grab your favorite cup of tea, and let's uncover how small changes can make a big difference in your daily routine. Are you over 45 and want to learn how to eat better to live a longer life? Then subscribe to the channel. It will be a pleasure to have you here with us. As the years go by, it's natural for our bodies to undergo changes, and one of those affects how we digest certain foods. Milk, a staple in many diets, can become a challenge for the body to handle. This happens because, with age, the production of lactase, the enzyme responsible for digesting lactose, tends to decrease. Without it, milk can lead to symptoms like bloating, gas, and even diarrhea. Have you ever felt any of these discomforts after drinking a glass of milk or eating some cheese? It might be time to pay closer attention to your body's signals. Don't worry, this doesn't mean you need to completely cut milk out of your life. The first step is observation. Notice how you feel after consuming dairy products. For instance, do you feel heavy or bloated after having a latte? Or could that afternoon discomfort be linked to the cheese you had at lunch? Writing down these details can help you identify patterns. It's like listening to what your body is trying to tell you, something we often overlook in our busy lives. If milk is starting to cause issues, there are plenty of alternatives that are gentler on digestion. Almond milk, oat milk, or coconut milk are easy to find and delicious options. Not only are they lactose-free, but they can also bring new flavors to your routine. Have you tried using one of these in your breakfast? It's a simple test that can make a big difference. And the best part? You don't have to give up the pleasure of enjoying a creamy drink. Another important point is that not all dairy affects the body in the same way. Products like natural yogurt and aged cheeses, such as Parmesan, have less lactose and can be easier to digest. These foods can even provide benefits, like probiotics in yogurt that support gut health. Have you considered that adjusting how you consume dairy might be enough to avoid discomfort? It's all about balance and experimentation. And if you're thinking, but how can I live without milk? It's something I've always had in my life. Remember that you don't need to make drastic changes all at once. Try gradually reducing your intake and see how you feel. Start by replacing cow's milk with a plant-based option in just one meal a day. Small steps can help your body adapt without making you feel like you're missing out. If you enjoy experimenting in the kitchen, why not try recipes with these alternatives? A cake made with oat milk or a smoothie with almond milk can surprise you with its flavor while helping your body avoid discomfort. Often, the key is to experiment and find what works best for you. Your diet can remain delicious while respecting your body's needs. Finally, the most important lesson here is learning to listen to and respect your body's changes. What worked 20 years ago might not work as well today, and that's okay. The key is adapting your routine to take better care of yourself. If milk is no longer doing you any favors, don't see it as a restriction, but as an opportunity to explore new flavors and ways to support your health. After all, you deserve to feel good and live with more energy every single day. When we think about inflammation, we often picture something visible, like a swollen joint or a persistent ache. But did you know that some foods, like dairy, can contribute to hidden inflammation in your body? This kind of low-grade inflammation doesn't always have obvious symptoms, but can manifest over time as joint pain, fatigue, or even skin issues. Have you ever noticed feeling a bit off after having milk, cheese, or cream? It might be worth exploring if dairy is playing a role in how you feel. Dairy sensitivity isn't uncommon as we age. For some, it's not just about lactose intolerance. Proteins in milk, like casein, can also trigger inflammatory responses. These responses may not be immediate, making it harder to connect the dots. For example, you might wake up with stiff joints or feel unusually tired after a meal that included dairy, but not realize the connection right away. Paying attention to these subtler signs can help you understand your body better. Skin problems, such as acne or eczema, are another way dairy's effects might appear. Many people notice clearer skin when they reduce or eliminate dairy from their diet. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing fewer blemishes or a calmer complexion just because you made a small dietary change. Have you ever considered whether dairy could be influencing your skin's appearance? What about energy levels? Hidden inflammation from dairy can sometimes make you feel sluggish or drained without explanation. If you've ever found yourself needing an extra coffee to push through the day, it might be worth experimenting with reducing dairy to see if your energy improves. It's surprising how small adjustments can have a big impact on how you feel throughout the day. Switching to alternatives doesn't mean giving up on flavor or comfort foods. There's a whole world of plant-based options that can satisfy your cravings while being kinder to your body. Have you tried creamy coconut milk in soups or oat milk in your morning coffee? These options are not only delicious, but can also help reduce inflammation. What's stopping you from experimenting with these choices? The key to understanding dairy's impact is to listen to your body. Consider taking a short break from dairy for a week or two and observing how you feel. Many people find that issues like bloating, fatigue, or joint discomfort start to fade away. It's not about restriction. It's about discovering what works best for your unique body. Ultimately, the goal isn't to label dairy as bad, but to empower you to make choices that promote your health and well-being. If dairy works for you, great, but if it doesn't, there's no shortage of alternatives that can keep your meals satisfying and your body happy. After all, you deserve to feel your best every single day, don't you? Stress has a sneaky way of creeping into our lives, doesn't it? Sometimes it's obvious, like a tough day at work, but other times it lingers in the background, affecting your mood and even your health without you realizing it. After 45, managing stress becomes even more important for your emotional and physical well-being. Have you noticed how a small moment of frustration can set the tone for your entire day? Let's explore some easy ways to keep stress in check and help you regain control. One of the simplest techniques is focused breathing. It sounds almost too easy, but taking slow, deep breaths can calm your mind and lower your heart rate in minutes. Try this. Inhale deeply for 4 seconds, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. Do this for just a couple of minutes when you feel overwhelmed. Have you ever stopped to notice how your breathing changes when you're stressed? This exercise can be done anywhere, in the car, at your desk, or even while waiting in line. Another great way to reduce stress is through movement. You don't need a gym membership or a complex routine. A short walk in a park, a few stretches in your living room, or even dancing to your favorite song can work wonders. Physical activity helps release endorphins, the body's natural stress relievers. Imagine yourself stepping outside for a walk in the sunshine. Wouldn't that feel refreshing? Regular movement, no matter how small, can help your mind stay clear and focused. Have you ever tried mindfulness? It's all about staying present and aware of the moment you're in, without judgment. For example, when you're having a meal, focus on the taste, texture, and smell of your food instead of rushing through it. Or, when you're sipping your morning coffee, notice the warmth of the mug and the aroma of the brew. These simple practices help train your mind to slow down and stay calm, even during busy days. Another effective stress buster is creating a calming routine before bed. How often do you scroll on your phone or watch TV late into the evening? Instead, consider dedicating 30 minutes to unwind. You could try reading, journaling, or practicing gentle yoga stretches. These activities signal to your brain that it's time to relax. What's one small change you could make tonight to help yourself wind down more peacefully? Let's not forget the power of gratitude. When was the last time you paused to appreciate the good in your life? Writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day can shift your focus from stress to positivity. It doesn't have to be something big. Even a kind word from a friend or the way the sun felt on your skin counts. How might your outlook change if you took a few minutes daily to reflect on these moments? Lastly, don't hesitate to give yourself permission to rest. We often push ourselves to do more, but taking time for yourself isn't selfish. It's essential. Whether it's enjoying a quiet moment with a cup of tea, listening to music, or simply sitting in silence, these pauses recharge your energy. How often do you truly take time to rest? Remember, reducing stress isn't about perfection. It's about finding small ways to bring calm into your everyday life. You deserve that peace, don't you? Have you ever woken up feeling more tired than when you went to bed? Sleep is one of the most critical factors for our health, especially as we age. but it's also something many of us struggle with. After 45, changes in sleep patterns are common, but that doesn't mean you have to settle for restless nights. Think about this. How much better would your days feel if you woke up refreshed and ready to go? Let's explore how to make that happen with small, effective changes. The first step to better sleep is setting a consistent schedule. Your body thrives on routine, and going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps regulate your internal clock. Even on weekends, try to stick to your schedule. It might feel challenging at first, but over time, you'll notice how much easier it is to fall asleep and wake up feeling rested. Have you ever tried this for a week straight? The results might surprise you. Another key to quality sleep is creating a relaxing bedtime environment. Start by keeping your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Blackout curtains, a fan, or even a white noise machine can make a big difference. Also, think about what your bedroom feels like. Is it a place of rest, or is it full of distractions like clutter and screens? A calm, clean space can signal to your mind that it's time to relax and let go of the day. Speaking of screens, how often do you scroll through your phone or watch TV before bed? The blue light emitted by these devices interferes with the production of melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. Try putting your devices away at least an hour before bedtime and replace that screen time with something more soothing, like reading a book, meditating, or listening to calming music. Could you commit to a week of screen-free evenings to see the difference? Let's not forget about your evening habits. What you eat and drink before bed can greatly impact your sleep. Caffeine and heavy meals close to bedtime can keep you tossing and turning. Instead, opt for light, calming snacks like a handful of almonds or a warm cup of herbal tea. Chamomile or lavender tea, for example, can be especially helpful in promoting relaxation. Have you ever noticed how different your sleep feels after a heavy dinner versus a lighter one? Another game changer is learning to wind down your mind. Often, it's not the body that keeps us awake, but a racing mind filled with worries or to-do lists. Consider trying a simple relaxation technique before bed, like progressive muscle relaxation or journaling. Writing down your thoughts can help clear your mind and prepare you for restful sleep. What thoughts usually keep you up at night, and how would it feel to let them go before your head hits the pillow? Finally, don't forget that your daytime habits affect your nighttime rest. Regular physical activity, exposure to natural light, and limiting naps to 20 minutes can all improve sleep quality. Think about how you spend your day. Are there small changes you can make to support better rest at night? Remember, good sleep isn't just about the hours you spend in bed. It's about creating a lifestyle that supports your overall well-being. You deserve nights of deep, refreshing sleep, don't you? Aging is a natural part of life, but how we approach it can make all the difference. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to embrace each year with energy and optimism, while others let worries and doubts weigh them down? A positive attitude isn't just about feeling good emotionally. It can have a profound impact on your physical health, too. Imagine how different your life could feel if you focused on the possibilities each day brings instead of dwelling on limitations. One way to cultivate positivity is by celebrating small victories. It's easy to overlook progress when we're focused on big goals, but every step forward matters. Maybe you took a short walk today, tried a new recipe, or simply remembered to drink more water. Acknowledging these wins reinforces the idea that you're moving in the right direction. When was the last time you gave yourself credit for the little things? Try it. It feels good. Another key to a positive mindset is practicing self-compassion. It's normal to have moments when you feel frustrated or discouraged, but how you respond to those feelings matters. Instead of being hard on yourself, imagine talking to a friend in the same situation. What would you say to encourage them? Now say those same kind words to yourself. Remember, it's okay to not be perfect. What's important is showing up for yourself each day. Learning to reframe challenges is another powerful tool. Life will always have its ups and downs, but shifting your perspective can help you navigate them with resilience. For example, instead of seeing a setback as a failure, view it as a lesson or an opportunity to grow. Think back to a time when something you thought was a problem ended up leading to something better. How might that mindset change the way you approach today's challenges? Surrounding yourself with uplifting influences also plays a big role. The people, books, and even media you consume can shape your attitude. Seek out relationships and activities that make you feel inspired, energized, and hopeful. Have you ever noticed how spending time with someone positive can brighten your entire day? Be intentional about filling your life with these kinds of influences. They make a bigger difference than you might realize. Gratitude is another cornerstone of positivity. Taking a few moments each day to reflect on what you're thankful for can shift your focus from what's missing to what you already have. It doesn't have to be anything grand. The warmth of the sun, a smile from a stranger, or the taste of your favorite tea all count. What's something you're grateful for right now? Just thinking about it can bring a sense of calm and contentment. Finally, keep in mind that positivity is a practice, not a destination. Some days will be easier than others, and that's okay. The goal isn't to be happy all the time, but to build habits that help you bounce back when life feels tough. Each moment is a chance to choose a mindset that supports your health and happiness. After all, you deserve to approach each day with optimism and confidence, no matter your age, don't you? Did you enjoy the tips? Remember, your health and well-being are in your hands, and small changes can lead to big results. Whether your goal is to feel more energized, live with more vitality, or create a more balanced routine, the most important thing is to start today. You deserve to live every phase of life with quality and joy. Don't you agree? Now, if you want to take it even further, I'm leaving a playlist on the screen packed with amazing content. There, you'll find videos about how millionaires think and act to make more money, and most importantly, how they keep it. Plus, there are valuable tips on how to improve your diet and take care of your health after 45. So click now and discover how to transform your life with information that truly makes a difference. See you there.